Some crimes fade with time, others refuse to be forgotten. Across decades and continents, certain murders remain unsolved, leaving behind questions, theories, and a lasting impact on society. This is Profiles in Infamy, Unsolved Homicides, four cases where the truth is still missing. In 1947, the city of Los Angeles was shaken by one of the most infamous unsolved murders in American history, the Black Dahlia murder. The victim, Elizabeth Short, was a young woman hoping to find success in Hollywood, but her death quickly became a media sensation. Newspapers gave her the nickname Black Dahlia, turning the case into a national obsession. Despite countless suspects and years of investigation, no one was ever convicted. The case shows how media attention can shape public perception and sometimes distract from finding the truth, and it remains one of the most debated unsolved murders in American history. Decades earlier, in the small town of Villisca, a quiet night in 1912 turned into tragedy during the Villisca Axe murders. 8 people were found dead inside a single home, including 6 members of one family and 2 guests, shocking the nation because both the numbers of victims and the peaceful setting where it occurred. Investigators struggled to gather clear evidence, and although multiple suspects were considered, no one was ever definitively proven guilty. This case exposed the limits of early forensic science and how a lack of technology can allow crimes to remain unsolved forever. Around the same time, another mysterious crime took place in rural Germany, known as the Hinterkaifeck murders, where 6 members of a family were killed on their isolated farm. What made this case even more unsettling were reports suggesting that someone may have been living on the property before and possibly even after the crime occurred. With no clear witness and limited evidence, investigators were unable to identify a suspect, and the case remains unsolved to this day. The isolation of the location and the strange circumstances surrounding the crime have made it one of the most eerie and discussed cases in history. Finally, in 1957, a young boy was discovered in Philadelphia in a case that became known as the Boy in the Box. For decades, his identity remained unknown, and the case captured national attention as investigators and the public searched for answers. Even with modern technology and renewed efforts, many questions still remain unanswered. This case highlights the emotional impact of unsolved crimes, especially when the victim's identity itself is a mystery, leaving a sense of unresolved justice. These 4 cases, through separated time and place, all share one thing in common: no clear answers. Unsolved crimes continue to influence society by shaping media coverage, improving investigative techniques, and raising public awareness. They remind us that justice is not always guaranteed and that some stories remain unfinished, and somewhere the truth is still waiting to be discovered. Even with all the advancements in modern technology, many of these cases still remain unsolved. Today, investigators use tools like DNA analysis, digital databases, and forensic reconstruction to reopen cold cases that were once thought to be impossible to solve. In some situations, these methods have helped finally identify victims or uncover new leads, giving families long-awaited answers. However, not every case can be solved so easily. Evidence may be lost over time, witnesses may no longer be available, and key details can disappear with history. The Black Dahlia murder, the Villisca Axe murders, and the Hinterkaifeck murders, and the Boy in the Box continue to be studied, not just because of their mystery, but because they have helped shape how investigations are conducted today. These cases remind us of the importance of persistence in the pursuit of justice, even when answers seem out of reach. And while time may pass, the search for the truth never fully disappears.